Hi guys, welcome back to Friday's Faves and Fails. These are shaping up to be some of my favourite videos, and I know they are some of yours as well. So I have a bunch of stuff to show you today. I do actually have some fails, and that's been we've kind of been fail light recently, but I did have some things that I wanted to talk about that were relatively expensive sent to me and didn't really live up to what I thought they were going to be. And let's kick off with those, shall we? Let's start. So I was sent some things from the Ola Henriksen range before Christmas, and I was really excited because when I've tried the stuff in the past from them, I've really enjoyed it. This is a great example. The Ola Henriksen, it used to be called, oh no, it is. They've now put things into Ranger. So this is the Transform range. It was always in blue packaging, but everything's kind of been rebranded. Sheer Transformation Perfecting Moisturizer. This I've used lots of times. I remember one year buying a really big one of these in the Black Friday sale and it feeling like a really big splurge. I used to buy them in gift sets when we were in the US, and Sephora was always a better deal. And then I bought one in the UK because I was just completely obsessed. I loved it. It's really good stuff. It's definitely got some kind of smoothing stuff in there. You know, I like my acids, stuff that's going to resurface and make everything really smooth. Smooth and scrubbed, and just all that is kind of my whole jam. And then in recent years, I've got really into vitamin C. So when they sent me these products, I was excited to try them because it was basically a whole range of vitamin C stuff. We've got the Truth Banana Bright Eye Cream, the Truth Serum, and the Truth C Rush Brightening Gel Cream. So again, everything is vitamin C. It smells amazing. It smells like sweets. It smells like a vitamin C chew that I used to take when I was really small. I remember this from, do you remember those little Truth to Go wipes? That's what they were called. And they just smelled so good. Such a nostalgic orangey scent to me. And I think I tried the little serum before. I remember these little mini serums, but I didn't remember trying the cream or the eye cream. So I was excited to use it kind of as a package. I was using it for a while. I mean, you can see I'm pretty much out of the serum. The eye cream I've been using kind of off and on. I'm probably like halfway through that. And then the gel, same. And I've been using it again this week since I've been able to use skincare again. And I'm massively underwhelmed. There have been vitamin C products in the past that have really wowed me. I really like the Pixie Vitamin C serum. I really liked the Kiehl's Vitamin C serum. The Kiehl's one is like top of the line, most money I've ever spent on a skincare item. I think it was like £50. For a small bottle, but it really did, like overnight, my skin looked different. And I felt the same way about the Pixie one, which was sent to me, but it was cheaper and one that I thought, right, when this finishes, I'm going to buy another one. But of course, I moved on to something else that I needed to try. So I tried these, and I don't know whether or not it's because I have so many things in my rotation anyway, and I've said this before, like for example, with the Sheer Truth, I actually didn't use this. It's empty now. I had other things I was using, and this is supposed to be great for acne, so I gave it to my daughter, and she's also using the overnight gel. I did love this once upon a time. I tried this when I first got it, when they first sent it to me very recently, and I just thought, I'm not getting that instant wow like I did. And I think the main difference is I'm now using lots of products in my routine that already do those things. I'm using acids, I'm using serums, I'm using whatever. And so now, like if you went from no skincare routine at all to using these products, I think you'd probably be wowed. But if you're already using like glycolic acids and cleansers that have got special ingredients in them, and you've already kind of tested some serums and you're into skincare in some capacity, it really takes a lot to wow now. Is it just me that feels that way? I don't know. Because I think a few years ago, there were a lot of products that were coming out on the market and everyone was, this is incredible. And now everyone's so used to using toners with active ingredients that it is really difficult to find that wow product. I just kind of am putting it out there. I'll continue to use up the gel and the eye cream. This is pretty much dead. But I didn't get that wow, and I was disappointed because it is expensive stuff. And even with the sheer transformation, which I think Ella did like, it's not got that wow factor that it used to have. Something that does still have the wow factor for me is this 8-hour Miracle Hydrating Mist. I think this is my second, or maybe even third, but at least second bottle of this. It was originally given to me. I met with someone from Elizabeth Arden several years ago, and she gave me a couple of things from this range. I had an oil as well, which I haven't repurchased, and I'm very, very nearly finished with. And then this, and it was just about, I was about to get on a plane with my friend, and I remember landing and I'd used this. There was a Bobbi Brown Nourishing mask, something else, multiple kind of really hydrating products. And I remember getting off the plane and thinking, my skin looks fantastic. Like, I can't believe I've just been on a long haul flight. This is insane. And this was a major, major part of that. And this week, because I haven't been able to scrub and really get in there with my skincare while my face, I say while my face, if you don't know, I'm covering a black eye and a big dent to the head, if you will, because I had an accident in the garden last week. So this part of my face doesn't look like this underneath my makeup. It's because I wasn't able to like get in there with my cleansers and really kind of do my proper skincare. My face was feeling quite dry and flaky. I've also been using some retinol in the past month that has had some of those effects. And so for the past few days, I've been hydrating masks and using glycolic acid in a spray bottle, which I love. And then I've been using this, and I just can't believe I ever didn't have it in my rotation. I'm kind of getting to the end of this now. You can get it for around £15. I'm going to buy another one 100%. Although I am on a no-buy for March. Just putting it out there, I've spent too much money. I'm on a no-buy for March. I really don't want to be on the no-buy for March, but I'm on a no-buy for March. As soon as this is run out and it's April, I'll be buying another one, because I'll show you now, because although I've got makeup on, I think it works still pretty well. It's a really gorgeous mist. It's so fine. Kind of reminds me a little bit actually of the setting mist. What's the setting mist that I love? Where have I put it? This one, Morphe setting mist. In terms of the way that it makes my skin feel after I've applied it. Let me just see if it says anything about makeup. It says, apply to face after cleansing and toning and throughout the day as desired. It doesn't say over makeup, but I think you can wear it over makeup. There's no reason not to. But especially after you've done your cleansing, your everything, as you're like sitting on the sofa or whatever, just before you go to bed, spritz, spritz, spritz. Really nice for during the day if you're having a no makeup day. Nice for on your desk from working from home. Spritz, spritz, spritz. It just constantly feels like you're refreshing your skincare, and it is mega hydrating. I don't recommend a ton of this type of product because I think a lot of spritzes are very alcohol heavy. I bet this is as well. I don't know what the ingredients are. But it's a very fresh scent. And to be fair, one of the ones that I really do like is still the Corps de Lis, and that's mega, mega alcohol heavy. This doesn't have that same feeling. That I use as a toner when my skin is acting up, when I have like breakouts and things. Whereas this, I use when I feel like I need hydration. And it really, I mean, there's something to it. Something to it. So if you haven't used that before, give it a go. If you think that you could do with the extra hydration, which I think everybody does right now. Same with the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. I think this is the same one I've had. I don't think I've bought another one of these. And I got this with a voucher that I had to Yes Style maybe 18 months ago. How long is this supposed to last? I'm sure not 12 months. So I probably shouldn't still be using this, but hey ho. It's very, very thick lip balm. Smells really nice. They do loads of different flavours / scents. But it is just a really, really thick lip balm. You could use it as a gloss, I suppose. But one of my favourites for when I have got very dry lips, which again, recently, I think it's being in the house all the time. Obviously, we've got like the central heating. I'm just like not going outside very much. I spent a lot of time outside last week doing the garden stuff. And this week I've been like, I'm done. A food thing that I have wanted to mention is this. I got this last week. It's the Tesco Espresso freshly ground coffee. I have struggled to find espresso in this form. You can get beans and I can get kind of like medium roast, dark roast, whatever, but espresso specifically. Previously, I told you that my favourite was the one from Marks and Spencer, which it is really, really nice. But I think this is on a par, and if you can get it easier, I wanted to put it out there. I use it with a mocha pot, like a stovetop espresso maker. I don't know anything about any other coffee making way. I've never used a cafetiere or like a drip method or anything like that, but if you do use a mocha pot, it's fine for that because it's like fine enough, but it's not so fine that it's not going to come through. I've used a bunch of different coffees, and some of them you find the granules, the tiny like ground bits, grinds, end up in your coffee, and that one doesn't. So putting it out there. Also, not to eat, but I don't know where this fits in terms of like categories, incense. I have rediscovered my love of incense. Partly because, and this is so stupid, I love incense, just generally anyway, but it's so messy. I've had a few different ways of like holders, and it always ends up on the surface of the thing. I'll tell you what I do now, and I feel so stupid for not thinking of it sooner. A piece of paper underneath my incense holder. And so then I just take the piece of paper and get rid of the mess in the bin. And that is what I do. I would love to hear from those of you who do incense all the time, do incense, sounds like a drug, who burn incense all the time and have a better way of, you know, I've got a specific holder or whatever. I've tried the cone ones, but I prefer the sticks. And I know you can get boxes and things, but let me know if you burn incense on the reg. Let me know whether or not it's something that I need to just buy a different kind of holder, because I've got like a dish one, just ends up on the sides. I've got that one, ends up on the sides. So now I use paper underneath it. Sandalwood is definitely my favourite incense to burn. But again, open to suggestion. Do not like jasmine. Jasmine to me smells like wee. I know people love it. I'm not into it. And the last couple of things that I want to talk about are hair related. This is really boring hair related stuff, but we're kind of, the whole thing of these Friday faves and fails is that I am not letting the boring stuff slip through the cracks. I'm telling you the stuff that on a regular basis, on a daily/weekly basis, I'm like, oh, I really actually use this all the time, and it would never make it into a monthly favourites because it's not special. These do. This brush, this is, what is this? The Tangle Teezer, I think it's called the wet brush or the shower brush. I can't remember what it's called, but it's vented. I like, number one, that it is a Tangle Teezer, and so it gets through my knots a little bit easier, but also because it's vented, when I'm drying my hair, if I choose to dry it straight, so much quicker to dry. It might even be called the dry brush, wet brush, I don't know. And this might seem like a stupid thing. Maybe it is a stupid thing, but I like to sleep sometimes during the day. No, I don't like to sleep during the day, but sometimes during the day and sometimes while I sleep, I like to put my hair up in a clip because I get quite like clammy, and I think it makes my hair greasier quicker, and especially at night time. I want to keep my hair off my face because I put on skincare or whatever, just because, you know, sweatiness. And I think it, again, keeps my hair cleaner for longer if my hair is not on my face. And so I will put my hair 80s style up on my head like this. And I will sleep like this, or I will walk around the house looking like I look like something from Whoville. And it actually gives me a decent amount of volume as well. So when I when I wake up, my hair is not flat. It's like got some volume. I want to talk about this specific, I think it's from Goody. I'm going to find you a link. Hopefully I can find the exact same one. But I want to talk about this one specifically because I couldn't find this recently and I had to use a different one. And it was so painful on the top of my head. This is like a rubbery one. The shape of it, I can't even feel it on my scalp right now. And the other one that I was trying to use was like, And it's something so stupid and so mundane, but I feel like these are the things that you swap out in your life and it actually changes things. I'm looking through my Netflix right now because I'm pretty much only watching what I told you I was watching last week. Still Superstore. We watched the end of Superstore and oh my God. Not the end, but the end of what's on Netflix. I mean, I love it so much. So we're still watching Superstore. I'm still rewatching Revenge. But just scrolling through my continue watching on Netflix, Parks and Recreation has been what we've been watching at night time. We were kind of like dabbling with Cougar Town. I'll tell you the problem with Cougar Town. Anyone else watch TV when they go to bed? Because this is specific, but we're looking for something that is not too loud and bright, and that the music cues and the intro and stuff like that isn't from nowhere super, super jarringly loud. And so Parks and Rec is quite good for that. The Office is quite good for that. The American Office. Cougar Town was too bright. The music was too loud. Superstore is a great one for that. Too loud. There are certain shows that we can watch at night time. Will and Grace is another one we enjoy. But Parks and Recreation, we like to watch something we've already watched before, so it's not like sucking us in plot-wise, and something that's kind of like nice in the background. And there are just some shows that don't work, but Parks and Recreation does. I have also been watching Riverdale for my sins. It's not good. It's not good. Would not recommend, but I will continue to watch it. Vampire Diaries, obvs. And I was rewatching Sweet Magnolias. Oh, Schitt's Creek is another one that's great for nighttime viewing, because it's just got like a really tame like bum 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 bum. Last week someone said they couldn't find my Netflix segment of this, and I think it's because I talked and then it was just like snuck in at the end, which I've done exactly the same way. So next week, I promise I'll flip it around a little bit, because I just remembered right at the very end that that was a thing. Anyway, thank you for joining me and my 80s hair. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. Like I say, I really enjoy chatting through these products every single week. It's definitely my favourite video to film. In terms of, it's kind of somewhere between a live chat about literally anything. The difference being that although I can get off on a tangent, as per what I'm doing right now, I'm not kind of pulled away by comments and discussion so much as just the inner workings of my brain. And it's somewhere between that and a regular monthly favourites video, which for me just works particularly well. And I think if you like to watch videos in the background while you're doing something, they're a little bit longer, they're a little bit chatty. It doesn't really matter if you miss anything, because it's all listed in the description box anyway. You can always kind of like scroll through if you want to. And they are my kind of videos to watch. It's why I was talking about this in the live on Tuesday. I think people are enjoying chatty content and they're enjoying vlogs, because we just want someone to talk to us in the background while we live our lives. I think that's kind of it. We're all kind of socially deprived, and whether or not you like being out in the world on a normal basis anyway, I think we do just want to hear people talking while we live our lives, because it all feels a little bit like it's been too long, doesn't it? But maybe soon, maybe soon. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys on Sunday with a shop with me / anti haul.